Presentation in association on WNY News Radio.
It's another week of the Nick and Dan Show, Season 2, bitches. Starring your hosts, Nick and that lovable motherfucker, Dan. Not to mention myself, Carl Winslow. And featuring Think So Joe. Today's episode, it's part 1 of 2. The season finale has arrived, and in part 1, Nick, Dan, and Nick Landers from Inherent Vice chat about music and what they've learned, plus a cut from Inherent Vice's Music's Art performance. Then, Carl takes over for the second half to spin songs from his playlist. Ready? Here we go.
You're watching the Nick and Dan Show. We're in this guy's office. I don't know if you want his phone number. There's the phone number. You call him. Tell him what you want on your Alexa wish list on the Nick and Dan Show.
But we're back here with Nick fucking Landers of Landers Corporation, where you can get all of your free-range humans to traffic at discount prices.
Dude, I didn't know he was the same Nick as that. Nick, really?
Yes.
Son of a bitch. Dude, congratulations. I just heard about the expansion.
Oh, it's been on the down low, but, you know, keeping it real.
Now, speaking of human trafficking, a question that I've always wondered, you have children, right? Now, is it still considered trafficking if the humans that you're trafficking are humans that you created?
It's classified.
Proprietary.
So what you're saying is it's open to interpretation.
Si, senor.
Okay.
Hang on. Sense motive. I rolled a 9. Are you telling the truth?
Si.
I'm not sure.
What is with the 9?
Okay, so this actually came up off the air, and I don't know if I've told you about this.
It's okay. I don't care that you like men. I love you just the same.
Well,
We
that's
don't judge.
terrific, but that's not where I was going with this at all.
All right.
All right, so a few Fridays ago, this actually came up before we started filming because Nick was, I had to roll in the middle of the parking lot outside, and let me get to that.
All right.
And he looked very confused, and I'm like, no, we'll go inside and I'll tell you about this. And it just reoccurred to me, because I rolled and might have failed. I'm not sure if he's telling the truth. So, you know.
You rolled a 20 outside. That's 20.
I did. Nat 20. Those who play D&D know what I mean. Anyway. A couple of Saturday mornings ago, and by Saturday morning I mean it's 12:30 in the morning.
All right.
I get a random text message with rules for a D&D campaign. I don't have this number in my phone. No idea who this is. I searched Facebook. I put it in Google. No clue.
Mm-hmm.
So I have this person now programmed into my phone as Mysterious DM for Dungeon Master.
All right, then.
I think I know
Or
what it is.
Masterette. I don't know. I have no clue who's texting me. But since then, so I woke up in the morning, I got the message, I'm like, question mark. You know, natural response. I don't know what the hell's going on, so question mark.
That makes two of us.
Send. I get back, the rules have changed. New list of rules. At the bottom, shall we? And I sat there like, I like this person's moxie. We shall. Now, since then,
So what you're saying is that you've been in correspondence with Jigsaw.
maybe, but since then, because they wanted to play a game,
Apparently.
Your choice, Nick. Live or die.
I've been getting random messages from this number, Mysterious DM, with what's going on in a D&D campaign. And it's a one-person campaign, so it's not like there's a group of people out there playing a campaign, including me. Somehow, I got singled out by someone who has my phone number, or guessed it, with some luck,
I'm playing a D&D campaign by myself. Randomly. Don't understand it. So now, I carry my trusty D20 with me wherever I go.
Mm-hmm.
Right now I'm in a buggy, from what I can tell, with somebody who speaks terrible English.
So you're in a cab in New York City.
No, this seems to be way before, New York City was invented. The cab was around. It's a little known fact that the New York City taxi cab predates New York City. The city actually got its name from the taxi cab company.
This is true. I did hear that. I actually read that in my Encyclopedia Britannica.
Excellent.
I did not see taxis in gangs of New York.
Well, now, see, Encyclopedia Britannica will fuck you up when that happens, because if you look for taxi cabs in Encyclopedia Britannica, it'll tell you to look under C for cabs. You look up cabs, it'll say go back to T for taxi. It's a weird sort of mindfuck thing. So the director of Gangs of New York fell into a deep rabbit hole with Encyclopedia Britannica, much like you do on YouTube.
Mr. Scorsese.
Yes, and he pretty much gave up.
Yeah, he completely omitted them, because the thing is, New York City taxi cabs, they don't actually originate from New York City, or what is now known as New York City. They come from Philadelphia. I don't know why, but they do. Now, if you try and track them back before that, there's 800 different stories about it. It's, a lot of hearsay. So I really can't speak to the truth of before Philly. But in West Philadelphia, they were born and raised.
On playgrounds where they spend most of their days.
See? You have heard this story. Now you all have.
What is this thing that looks like a head of lettuce?
That's supposed to be the 20.
Why is it a head of lettuce?
I'm not really sure. I don't know where that came from. I found it in my old apartment one day.
So the next time I go to the grocery store to look for a head of lettuce, I'm going to ask somebody where the 20s are.
Yep.
All right, then.
And if they get it...
And they will put 20 heads of iceberg lettuce into your shopping cart.
And if they get it, you'll know that they watch the Nick and Dan show.
Sure.
Who else is going to get that reference?
Apparently somebody else that's got a weird rock with a head of lettuce on it.
So did you find out who the Dungeon Master is?
No, I have no idea.
I think his initials are AM.
Yeah, me too.
It literally says...
Or GE.
Mysterious DM.
Yeah, maybe.
Who?
It's either Adam Malone or Grant.
But no, I believe I've got their numbers.
You got Adams?
The only reason why I assume that is because on the social media I see him painting little figurines that I assume are for Dungeon Master.
Yeah, man.
Whatever. So.
You know what? I don't want to know. I enjoy the whole Mysterious DM. Right. And if one day I'm like, hey, let me get your number, and I punch it in to save it into my contacts, and Mysterious DM pulls up, I'm like...
You like to add it to Mysterious.
Then
I'm going to leave it.
And
no, you don't get it. They would scream, roll to, I don't know, well, they'd have to roll a hit.
I don't understand the shit, man.
Think fantasy football, but with
I don't play fantasy
elves.
Football. I watch football.
What do you play?
Base.
God damn it.
I play real life, motherfucker.
Alright, so imagine it like if you roll a low number, you miss the string completely. That if you roll a high number, you hit the brown note.
Which we discovered was all of the notes on the fretboard.
All of them.
Or the brown note.
How many fingers did we decide that was going to take? I think it depends on the model.
Pretty much, yeah. But on the one we were discussing, it was 24 frets across 4 strings. So if you want to do some quick math here.
Not particularly.
Whatever the notes in another round are.
That's the brown note.
When you ba-ba-ba-boom, that rumbles the breadbasket. Because I'm always standing in front of you.
96 fingers divided by 10. So we would need 9.6 people to play the brown note.
9.6 people?
9.6 people.
Challenge accepted.
Now that is just on a 4-string. Add 24 for 5.
It's a lot of fingers.
Which is an even deeper brown note.
Jason plays 5 strings.
that immediately turns it from solid to liquid.
Exactly. That is the liquid brown note.
It could get messy.
It could.
It could.
Now,
It
people
will.
will say, Dan, what about a 6-string? That's just more of like a mild case of diarrhea, because there's really no point for 6-string bass. You got
What if you get a?
Do you really need to play
What
the
if you get a?
high C?
What if you get a 7-string?
That's just...
At that point, it's just a pink sock situation.
pretty much, yeah. You've prolapsed your asshole. Anything above a 7-string bass. That is a complete asshole prolapse situation.
It just all falls out.
Yeah.
Did you see that stupid bass somebody made Jared Dines at the NAMM show?
Yeah, it's like an 18-string or whatever.
Redonkulous.
Yeah. No thanks.
How do you even play that? Mallets?
Kind of like a sitar.
It looks stupid as hell.
Like the fretboards, like this fucking...
He played like the few top frets. You can't hear anything.
Yeah.
There's no note definition whatsoever.
So it's like my wife in the morning when she utters her first words.
No note definition.
No note definition. It's just all angry.
That's how it goes, huh?
Yeah. Before noon, she doesn't speak coherently.
That's why she learned the hand talk.
Yeah.
The hand
The
talking.
hand talking. Yeah, no, there's not any discernible noise that comes out of the top. It's all through here. So I'll be sitting on the couch and she'll say something and I won't hear it and I'll say, use your hands. And she'll go, fuck you, fat boy. And then,
Fuck you, fat boy.
pot-bellied faces.
Hot belly.
Pot-bellied faces.
I like it.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Nicholas, what have you been up to, my friend?
Drum restoration.
I see that on the socials. It's looking pretty good. Now, where did this kit come from?
I got it from my friend Tom Latacki from Iron Soul.
We know Tom.
We do. Hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
I figured you were gonna
Buying
put
this
it
kit
on.
off of him, and it was covered in fur.
Ah, yes. It was like straight out of like an 80s hair metal band.
80s hair metal band, and
Which is awesome and all, but that's for a drum kit.
and whoever owned it, because I asked Tom, I'm like, this, everything the way it is how we got it. I'm like, okay, and I'm like, so somebody spray painted the inside of the shells black.
Oh, lame.
But I talked to John, who was the drummer of Twin Lions, and he said that could protect it and be a good sealer. So he told me not to worry about it. But they had these big, fat strips of glue on the sides where they had the fur, and I bought a heat gun and putty knife, and we're just scraping away and sanding.
Oh,
It's been an ordeal, but as much of a pain in the ass it is, it's pretty fun.
yeah, it's looking like a sweet little project you got.
But it will be debuted on stage next month.
No
Nice.
shit.
So, yeah, Inherent Vice has a show that you guys decided to break your no shows for a while decree.
It's Joe's birthday. Probably wouldn't have done it if it wasn't Joe's birthday.
That's right. Think so, Joe. You see him drunk at the beginning of every episode. So,
Gotta love him.
now who else is on the bill?
Do you, though? Do you really?
Yeah.
All right.
The Scarecrow Show
Yeah.
Awesome.
and Kennedy Carpool.
Mm.
And
Our boys are up
Of
night
Night
light.
and Light. Yes, I don't know why. It was the tip of my tongue. Of Night and Light.
I like all those bands, actually.
It's going to be sick, though.
Right. Sadly, we are in Rochester that
I
day
know.
with Wyatt Coyne partying down.
It happens.
Yeah,
See, Inherent Vice, we go away for a little bit, come back, play shows. Axum's playing the same day in Rochester.
Sorry,
It's
buddy.
the way the cookie crumbles.
It wasn't intended, obviously.
Hey, it was last minute.
Right.
Kind of like an STD. You select them all.
You do. I thought that was Pokemon.
No, that's strictly sexually transmitted disease.
So what's the catchphrase for Pokemon?
What was the Pepsi caps?
Gotta hang on to them all.
Got to turn the TV off.
They're only on the TV?
Apparently.
Okay.
Well, actually, I
Who, the
think they're on-
Pokemons?
Yeah, I think they're on cell phones too, because I see a bunch of people like walking in the middle of the street for no reason.
God, I hope people hit them.
So I've tried.
There's a new game where it's similar to that, but it's Jurassic World themed, where
So there's just a bunch of little.
you go and
Chris
you
Pratt's
kill
running around.
dinosaurs.
Kill dinosaurs.
Or shoot dinosaurs with these little...
But they're already dead.
Oh no, they're back.
Oh, shit.
Hey, but I did that on Super Nintendo, and it was amazing. Seriously, that was a great video game.
It was.
Jurassic
Park for Super Nintendo was badass game.
I had it for Sega Genesis. You could play as the raptor. That
Yeah,
was pretty badass.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
And then, you know what? The original Nintendo had a Jurassic Park game, too, that was pretty fucking bomb. Yeah,
The
that
Super
one,
Nintendo Sega are the same one, yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. So awesome. I remember because the Super Nintendo one was a dick. It didn't have a fucking save feature at all. So either you beat the game in one shot, or you got
Super
tired of
Nintendo
it.
didn't have a save feature?
This game didn't.
Oh.
So I played it all the way through. Now to play it all the way through, this is back when video games were really fucking challenging.
Mm-hmm.
It took me about 8-9 hours of just straight hardcore button mashing, finding as many rockets as I could, blowing everything up. But the first one I got like 7 hours, and the goddamn thing overheated and froze.
Nintendo blue screen.
I was like, no! So the next time, I had a fan. I put the fucking fan. And it was like one of those giant box fans. When I fired it up, I had to turn the TV up because it was like,
oh yeah.
I had Game Genie, and
Oh,
the
nice.
cheat codes for the Game Genie with Jurassic Park were awesome. I do remember that. That was awesome.
I do remember the Game Genie.
Yep. I had it for Nintendo and Super Nintendo after a while. But I always tried to beat it first without.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I've never been good at video games. I enjoy playing video games, but I always play them on easy because I suck at them.
I'm not good at modern video games.
Oh, they're so hard.
Except for Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry is good at because it pretty much just relies on button mashing. I'm like, I've trained for this my entire life. I have finally come to the pinnacle of button mash.
I was always good at like the racing games. Halo, I was good at.
Halos, I did.
I was good at the campaign and the multiplayer shit. Where pretty much, if you don't know, you have to jump to avoid getting shot. When I first started playing it, I had no idea. I'm just shooting people and they're like bouncing all over the place like retards.
We played Halo a lot when I was in college. I got my degree in criminal justice, but I majored in Halo.
Nice.
That's all we did in college. We played Halo. I'd be like, all right, I'm going to bed. Why? We're doing more multi. And I said, it's 4 a.m. I have an 8 a.m. class.
There used to be a time, I think I killed like 5 or 6 360s just playing Halo and Gears of War.
Can we bring something back? You have a degree in criminal justice?
Associate's degree.
Oh. Did I know that?
No.
That's where he learned how to human traffic, Nick.
I got a 4.
I don't know what that means.
Nothing good.
All
It
right.
means drink. Everybody drink.
It means I gotta poop.
All that brown note talk.
Yep, that's right.
So what's been on with the band?
We practiced quite a bit actually for Music Art. Played Music Art, and that was an absolute blast.
Right, it looked like you guys had a good time.
We haven't really done much since. It's just getting these drums going. It's been a process, but we're going to be finishing them up in the next week or two, and we'll be practicing again leading up to Joe's birthday show.
Cool.
And then after that, we're just writing.
All
We're
right.
just writing new material. I actually tried out, we're looking for a lead guitarist.
Okay, I know you guys had somebody that was...
He came over and jammed with me, and I showed him some of the songs, and probably bring him back for a full band practice audition, but I figured, hey, I'd sit down, at least go over the guitar stuff with him. And
It's always good to come in, a little wet.
a little, yeah. And it was fun. I mean, I got a few other people to contact that have shown interest, and go from there, see how it goes. But we're going to do this Joe's birthday, just the 4 of us.
And it's
Cool.
the all-original lineup.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
Nice.
It's a good feeling.
See, I told you, man.
Yeah.
About a year ago, some shit was going on. And I know you were feeling a little down in the dumps about it, but, Nick and I both. It's like, dude, you guys got a good thing going on. keep your head above it. You guys will do fine. Here you are on the
We
other
had
side. Man.
this summer we had a rough patch, but having Josh back is helping a lot.
That's good.
The morale and just the chemistry. It's just
Yeah.
we're just right back to it.
It's the original project, man. You know, it's what you four.
Yeah, we all started
on doing when you got together.
But it's fun. It's finally fun again. So I'm really looking forward to writing some new material and.
Hell yeah, man! I know we've been kicking that idea around too, because it's to the point now where we're starting to get cagey. Because it's always been show. There's never been like a writing session. So.
Yeah, but that's how Inherent Vice started. We just locked ourselves in my basement and just jammed. We did it almost every weekend for almost a year before we played a show. And and it was fun. I couldn't wait for the next band practice. That's how it felt. Like I just couldn't wait. It's like practice was over, that everybody would leave, and I'd be like, oh. But like now, I want to get back to feeling like that.
That's actually when me and you met.
Yeah, we were gearing up for our first show, and you're like, yeah, I've got a band too. We'll be playing out soon.
Yep. Yeah, I think it was only a couple months after that too.
Yeah.
We've made so much noise.
So much noise. Not all of it good. So much noise.
You guys have played a lot of shows.
Yeah, we have.
I thought we were playing a lot of shows, but when I sit down and tally up how many we've played, you beat us in a summer with those numbers.
We get busy.
Yeah, man.
We can't help it.
You know,
we can, but sometimes we don't wanna. Because we all say it. We're all like, all right, we gotta tone down on the shows. But then we get offers, and I bring it to the band, and everybody's like, yeah, I'd be down for that. Sure, why not?
I tried with the last one. I tried to backpedal out of it. I couldn't do it, though.
It's been fun.
It has been fun.
I love playing out, but I hate begging people to come see us. That's pretty much what it boils down to. I'd play out every weekend if I could.
You know what? That brings up a point that I was actually thinking about on the drive over here tonight. But first...
So you're going to finance my front porch?
No. Didn't Gam Gam and Pop Pop say they were going to do that?
No.
You got screwed out of the porch.
I did. It's all right, though.
It's all right, buddy. But first, I have to pee, which means we're going to go to a commercial break.
We do that?
Yeah, remember?
Dan and Nick's used Guitar Emporium.
Well, we've never kicked to a commercial break.
I have to pee so bad.
What?
Everybody kick.
What button do I push?
K for kick.
Move.
K for kick?
Kick. Roadhouse.
K for kick or C for commercial?
Both. At the
KC
same time, push
Kennedy.
them all. God, I hope we blow up Scott's computer.
Are you looking for your next amplifier? Are you trying to redefine your sound? Do you need that piece of equipment to complement your amazing guitar playing? Well, look no further. Bison Electronics has what you need. Look up Bison Electronics online. Handmade from the ground up in Buffalo, New York.
Well, hey there. Do you like knobs to twist? Do you like buttons? I know I like buttons. Come on down to Dan and Nick's Used Guitar Emporium, where we have more than just used guitars. We've also got these things.
What the hell is that?
Well, this here is what's known as a mix-em-a-bobber. It's got some sliders, that's fancy, knobs, lots of knobs, even some buttons. You can push them. They do things. Now, this model right here, it's got at least, I don't know, Dan, what would you say right there? That's about like 500 knobs, I think.
I think it's got about 500, isn't it, dude?
Easily. Plus, there's doodads on the back.
Holy doodah.
You can plug shit into that.
Wow.
So, this right here, I'm willing to say that we'd be willing to let this go to you guys out there in the guitar and music world for, I don't know. I think that $700 is a fair price for this. And that's a steal. You don't even want to know what we had to pay for this. Really. you don't want to know. Come on down to Dan and Nick's Used Guitar Emporium. We've got more than just guitars.
If you want to have more of the Nick and Dan Show weekly, be sure to check them out on YouTube at XM Priory, EXHAMPRIORY, Tuesdays every week.
Hope you enjoyed those quality commercials from the Nick and Dan Show for you.
Oh my God, that was the longest pee ever.
Yeah.
I went to Nick and Dan's Used Guitar Emporium.
What'd you
Dan
get?
Nick's Used Guitar Emporium.
I couldn't afford it. They're too expensive.
We sell good shit cheap. We're like Ollie's, but for guitars.
I'm broke regardless.
True.
Basses and amplifiers and things with knobs.
Yep, and microphones.
Lots of doodads.
Lots of
Doodads.
doodads. Things you could twist, things you could push.
Yep.
God, I wish we had more buttons.
There was acoustic guitars.
If they think they're not loud enough, they're right.
It says the password is incorrect. Dan, fix it. It didn't work.
Oh, shit. I don't know. What happens if we pour beer on it?
Only one way to find out. By drinking all the beer.
There you go. So you had a thought while you were taking a whiz?
I did. Well, actually, remember, it was on the way here. But then I thought more while I was taking a whiz. Because, you know, when you're sitting there now, when you guys are at the urinal, do you just sit there and think, hold my dick, I'm aiming, or do, like, thoughts go through your head?
I usually think if I left the stove on or not.
All right.
I don't really think.
All right.
The piss is a good just relief.
Right.
It's
Just
good.
like, the only thought really going through my head is like, all right, get me in the bowl.
Although, funny story about bathrooms today, I went into the bathroom to relieve myself and went into the stall, sat down, and I hear, Dan, is that you?
Uh-oh.
It was one of the owners of my company. To which I replied, nobody here but us chickens. But yeah, it was very, very weird.
And he listened to you poo.
Not really. He calmly wiped himself and left. But
All right.
I think he might
Oh,
be
they were
afraid of
stall
chickens.
buddies. Right
He's-
next door.
He's Jewish. I think he might be afraid of chickens.
Are they not kosher?
I don't think so.
It's pork that's not kosher.
Pork's not kosher.
Maybe he just doesn't like chicken.
Now, what if the chickens consorted with pork, i.e., pigs? Are they then not kosher? Because I think that's how it works. If non-kosher
It's got to be
things,
separate. They got to
Right.
be separate.
so if this chicken that Dan was talking about was not separate, then
It's
it
not
wouldn't
kosher.
be kosher.
So what if it wrapped itself in delicious, delicious hickory smoked bacon?
Super not kosher.
Definitely not kosher. Yeah, I'm with Nick on this.
All right then.
Nick and Nick have spoken.
Nick and Nick have spoken.
And the chickens are not kosher. But the kids are all right.
Ah, damn it! I knew you were doing that. So your urinal thought.
I have thought. I was thinking about it at the urinal. That's right.
Yeah.
We were talking about that.
Thought came back.
So we're all musicians,
It's 'cause he
obviously.
pissed himself.
I
Yep.
didn't piss myself. Look, no pee-pee.
No pee-pee. What we didn't show you is that he changed his pants during commercial break.
Fuck, there's nothing of me on film with those son of a bitch.
See, told you.
Whether or not I piss myself is yet to be seen.
You ain't cool.
Or decided upon. Right, you ain't cool.
You ain't cool unless you pee your pants.
That's right. So consider him Miles Davis.
We're all musicians that play out. We've been all playing out for a while. Through all of this, we've all had to have learned some things about life or whatever, good and bad. So, let's talk about these. I'm thinking 5 and 5.
5 and 5.
So we all talked about 5 good things and 5 bad things we've learned while being in bands and being at Oot in the Boot, as his Canadian wife might say. Oot in the Boot.
We're going to her homeland over the weekend, by the way.
Poutine!
God, I hope they bring me up.
Canada talk about you. Been mocking you all season.
That's true.
They won't let you back.
They will too. Have you ever worked in retail before?
Yeah.
Then you know what the Canadian people can truly be like.
But
Angry, and you leave your fucking shoes in the middle of our parking lot.
It's true.
Because you don't want to pay the taxes.
it's true, but they won't allow you back.
But we already knew that.
Yeah.
I worked at Toys R Us during a Christmas holiday season.
You
Ooh.
poor bastard.
And you made it out.
Alive somehow.
Good for you.
I found everything.
That explains a lot.
It has. I found everything in the parking lot left by Canadians except for Live Baby. And I'm kind of disappointed about that. However, they did leave a 15-year-old in my charge for about 6.5 hours.
They leave dirty diapers. They leave everything.
Only one question.
There's a lot of questions.
Don't even know.
The main question that came to my mind was how they handed 4 passports to the customs agent. He saw 3 people in the car and said, "Have a good day," and then drove all the way back to Toronto before calling my store and being like, "Did we leave my daughter there?" "Why, yes, you did."
So this was literally like a Home Alone situation, but mall alone.
Pretty much. They had stopped in the retail store that I was working at.
Mm-hmm.
They had left the daughter in the car because she was sleeping, I guess, and while they were doing their shopping, she got up to use the bathroom, much like you did.
So she had a walkabout.
She had a walkabout, except she didn't piss her pants like this guy over here.
She ain't cool.
She ain't cool. She was
No.
not cool. She was a jive turkey.
She was a 5x5 square.
Wow.
L7.
Nice.
Weenie.
Nice. But, yeah, they had got back in the car, and she was wandering the store looking for them, and they just took off. And they got about 20 minutes from home in downtown Toronto before I guess the little kid in the car was like, "Why isn't my sister here?" And they went, "Oh, fuck!"
Airfit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
En français.
No, Francais.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I'm doing the bet. That's probably it in French. Oh, no, it's oh, no in
Probably.
French.
Probably.
There.
Wasn't in Japanese.
No!
No, that's German. You were too angry.
no, German.
Wait,
No!
9!
9.
Yeah, see?
Anyway,
I don't
how did we even get on that?
I don't know.
Oh, I was mocking Canada again, and
Yeah.
you tried, and then we talked about never mind.
Oh, Canada.
Stop leaving stuff in our parking lots.
Because you suck.
And let Nick be there without pants.
Ourselves.
I hate poutine.
I
Really?
love poutine.
Not a huge
Cheese,
fan.
Oh.
gravy, fried things.
Beard. I don't eat soup in public, motherfucker.
So don't eat poutine in public. You can still love it in private of your closet.
You can use a fork.
Did you just call my house a closet?
No! I meant that you actually ate poutine in a closet. Go in any closet. You've got several. I've been inside your house.
There's separate closets.
Just stand in a closet and eat poutine. When Misha makes you try to come out, I'm like, I'm not coming out the closet.
Does that
Eat the
happen?
poutine.
Does that happen out here? Because there's closets out there.
You can eat in these they're a little roomier, so it might be more comfortable for you.
Is there just like poutine in the closet?
There's only one way to find out. We have to go through all the closets.
Poutine is delicious. He's going to look.
While Dan's going to look, here's something random. Are you looking for a photographer to come in and make an excellent look of a photo shoot? Do you need somebody to take pictures for promotional purposes or just because you like your photo taken? Well, now you could be just like XM Priory. Get a hold of K&D Photography in Buffalo. You can look them up online at facebook.com/KD Photography Buffalo. Look them up online and let them know that XM Priory sent you on down. K&D Photography for all your photo needs. If you want to have more of the Nick and Dan Show weekly, be sure to check them out on YouTube at XM Priory, EXHAM Priory. Tuesdays every week.
Come on down to Dan and Nick's Used Guitar Emporium, where you'll find the weirdest shit. I mean, seriously, what the fuck? Need a guitar that's caught fire?
They got it.
Instruments, something chewed on.
We got it.
That guitar looks like it has devil horns.
Got one of those.
Stuffed with green strings.
We got that too.
We know what we're doing.
What's this one do again?
Need a 2-string bass?
Son of a bitch, we got that as well.
Need knobs and dialies?
Not sure what it is, but we got one of those too.
And stickers everywhere.
I mean, I don't know if you want it, but we've got it.
Dan and Nick's Used Guitar Emporium. We're completely lost.
He's back.
So did you find any poutine in the closets?
There was no poutine in the closet.
Did you find anything fun at all?
I found this jack-o'-lantern.
It's a jack-o'-lantern.
Happy Halloween, everybody!
Because, we've kept things so Joe in the fucking closet, speaking of closets, for 24 weeks at this point. He's fucking trash.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even think Scott runs that office anymore. We just left him locked in there.
Well, I think that's why there's no poutine in the closets, because he ate it all.
Joe ate all the poutine.
Yeah, you need something to soak up that alcohol, man. He was on a
Right.
bender.
He's trash. He was bio at one point. There was a cowboy hat involved at one of those.
We left Joe in the closet. Speaking of closets.
But
Always a transition.
after all that randomness,
Yeah,
we were talking about something.
we did have a point, yeah.
5
5.
bad things and 5 good things. So that's
10.
10
Very
10
good.
items.
items, bad and good, that we've all learned from doing this whole band thing out there.
Playing gigs.
All right, then. So are we starting with the goods or the bads?
Let's start with the bads.
All right.
Fuzzy,
Mr.
Nick,
Landers.
tell us.
Fuzzy or Nick?
What
It could be Fuzzy Bear or Nick. I didn't want to go first.
Or
I'm a little
Fuzzy or
I'm a little
Nick, I
fuzzy
don't know.
today. I have found that you cannot count on many people to come to shows.
Ah, so true.
Mm-hmm.
That is what I have found. Doesn't help that I live a long ways away from all concert venues.
True. But alright, so that's one thing. What else have you learned?
Selling tickets sucks.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I've learned to be very wary of sketchy promoters.
True.
Yep. Getting screwed over blows.
I have found out that opening or closing a show is the kiss of death.
Also true. That soft nougaty middle is right where you want to land.
You mean you don't want to play at 2 o'clock in the morning? Your friends aren't going to stay out that late?
No. I don't want to stay out that late.
Very
None of us.
correct.
None of us want to be out that late.
Not unless
And
I'm shit-faced.
Number 5, nobody likes to pay for original music to come to it or to listen to it. I'm giving my music away for free. Nobody likes it for free.
I like it for payment.
I paid
That's
for
just
it.
for me.
Well,
I've paid for it many times.
So you're nice. That's my
I've
list of
paid
5.
for it.
I
Fuck.
did too. My wife did not, but I did. Because my wife is a dirty, dirty whore.
Won't she
'Cause
watch
Canada-
because I'm on this?
She might.
Oh.
Because Canada made her. Fuck you, Canada.
I like Canada.
Arrête. Arrête. I don't know if that's how it's actually pronounced. It's fucking French, and
It
nothing is pronounced in French like it's goddamn spelled. A-R-R-E-T can be pronounced Joseph Baudin, for all I fucking know.
What's duck beaver in French?
Duck beaver.
Duck beaver. It
Actually,
translates.
actually, it's
That's
more like
that's NSL though.
And duck beaver, it just translates. Everybody gets it.
Well, in French, it's got a little bit more of an inflection on it. It's more like a duck beaver.
Ah. Thank you for clarifying.
It's good to know so we can understand the.
It is.
We're actually going to need subtitles right there, because fuck for all, I didn't understand what you just said.
Duck beaver.
What?
Yeah.
I said over.
I'm American.
Open. No,
Got it.
over
Right,
there.
we speak American here.
Serviette.
I'm American as I'm drinking Canadian beer.
Parlez-vous français?
Serviette.
Oui, oui.
Don't they make this in Buffalo now?
Yeah, probably.
Pas
got
mal
the Bill Zubat, so this had to have come from Buffalo.
Wah!
Pas mal la bouche.
Those pants need to make a comeback. All right, so I got some bad news for you people out there in music land.
I got some bad news.
Much like Nicholas, I've learned that people hate coming out. It's hard to get them out of their house when we live at an instantaneous age.
You could be right next door, too.
They could literally be right next door.
Like, dude, I'm looking out the front door of the bar, and I can see you in your fucking living room.
They're going to be like, I'm not home, and then the shades are slowly drawn, and the lights dim. Kind of like Ant in PA, where the lights dimmed in the car.
Spectacular.
Oh, that was good.
All right.
I've also learned the painful lesson of gear travel. Trying to get all your shit to and from the venue. Breaking it down, bringing it there, setting it up, breaking it down, bringing it home, setting it up.
I don't know if your camera died.
It might have. Did it make a noise?
It didn't.
Did the
No,
screen
we're
turn
good.
black?
The screen did turn black, but the battery was really low.
We're good right now.
Yeah, right. Number 5. Backlining sucks.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Especially
Not
when you
fun
go
to
on first.
Yeah, I mean, I understand it if you got a big national act or a lot of bands or whatever, and the stage has the room for it.
And then the drums are in front of
Yeah,
the riser.
but you got to remember that those monitors are angled a certain way to where only your shit's on stage. You can hear out of those monitors.
Right.
I don't want to be playing to the monitors and having them shoot at my ankles.
Or, you know, like your wiener. Your wiener's not the one that can hear if you're
No,
singing,
no
you're
ears.
singing at all.
I don't know about yours, but mine has ears.
Oh.
Number 4, not
There's
all
something.
sound engineers in rooms are created equal. Sometimes
True
you'll
story.
have some sound engineers that just suck.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes you've got great sound engineers, but the room fucking blows.
True. And through no fault of their own, the sound engineer cannot change the room.
Nope.
You
Show
know,
place.
yeah, you
It was
just
a big echoey hall, man.
it was. You just got to kind of deal with it, and not everything's going to be lightning as a bottle, so much as you say.
Mm-hmm.
And number
Lightning.
5,
That's the second number 5.
yeah, no, the other one was number 4.
Cuatro.
Cuatro.
Yo hablo español.
Number
Yeah.
5, proper footwear is always required.
Are you talking about that one time you got jungle rot? I know that was tough for you.
Well, no, but you're there early.
You don't want to
For
wear
load-in.
these. You don't want to wear these to a show.
Yeah, you don't want to wear those to a show.
Learn that
especially,
one.
especially loading in, because people like to fucking kick the drum risers.
I didn't mean to, but
And
that
break
fucking,
their-
oh
break
man,
their
that hurts
toes.
so bad.
But especially because we're there early. We're there before everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, we've worked all day.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to carry our gear in, set up, go through the show, play the show, stick around. You want to make sure your feet are comfortable. You don't want to be that, 25-year-old hot little girl that wants to wear the shoes because they look cute but then complain the whole day.
Yeah, they're terrible.
They are terrible.
And then when you get home at 2 o'clock in the morning,
Their
you go,
feet smell awful.
and then you go to get out of your car and you can't stand up, and you're all,
Yeah.
then hauling your shit back to your jam space after you're done. Thank God it's at my house.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right, so my 5.
Your 5.
My 5 shitty things that I've learned this many. So, number 5. Lugging gear sucks.
Yes.
True story.
Whether you're bringing it out, or bringing it in, bringing it out, upstairs, downstairs, flat plane, it fucking blows. And none of us are big enough to have roadies. We've got friends like, dude, I'd be a roadie, but they really wouldn't be. Which I'm going to come back around to in a little bit. It's a little later in the lesson.
But, I mean, do you really want to trust your drunk friends with your $1,000 worth of gear?
No, I don't. But these are people like, no, I'll be a roadie, man. We'll talk about that. The next thing. Playing second string to cover bands is the fucking worst.
True.
And I brought when we played Good Bar, I brought this up. I forget the other band that was lugging gear,
7 Faces.
maybe, yeah. And I looked at, Scott, and I said to him, how does it feel to know that the band that's playing downstairs is making more than triple, probably, what any of us could even hope to rake in tonight? We had a decent evening. Like, it was a good crowd.
It was a good crowd.
But, that just aggravates me. Then, trying to find fucking venues to play. There are plenty of bars out there willing to have bands, but you gotta be a cover band.
That's where I live, man. There's nothing.
It's infuriating. Absolutely infuriating. So that's 4. 3. Punctuality is a lost fucking art.
True.
Showing up on time. Moving at a reasonable speed. Finishing your set on time. The 2-3 minute people, maybe 4, okay, fine, you're a little bit over, it happens. You're having fun, the crowd's feeling it, that's awesome. But the people that decide to go on a extra 15 to 20 minute tirade, that's not cool. Shit's gotta go on time, and then don't fucking rip down your gear on stage, because you're putting everything else behind. Because you're a slowpoke and you suck at life. If this was a video game, you'd get a game over. You.
And there is
Nope.
no one.
It's just as bad, though, when you're trying to get
You
your
get a
gear
nat
off stage
one.
and everybody's bringing their gear on stage while you're trying to unload.
Oh, yeah.
That is bullshit.
Yep.
But the art of punctuality, it's a lost art.
It really
It's
is.
gone. 2.
2.
Kind of bring around, like, getting people out. Playing for nothing or next to nothing, that's awful. It hurts.
It does.
I mean, granted, if any of us were in this for the money, we would have quit long ago. But, still, when you're expecting to get paid, and they go, here's, your $8, like, oh, man, that's a half hour of work on stage. That's at least, let's just say at least 45 minutes on each end as far as loading gear into vehicle, to venue, on just the actual labor of it, not counting in drive time or the amount of time you've got to hang out. So,
And
we're
all the
talking,
rehearsal time you put into that.
well, I'm not even taking that into consideration, just the time that day that you put in. That's like shit money. For, even if we were a 3-piece, that'd be shit money.
Prisoners get paid more than that.
They do. We get paid less than prisoners.
True.
Let that sink into all of you in original bands. I'm not discouraging you. I'm just saying maybe we should all say something about it. Anyway, that's number 2.
We're here. We're wrong.
Wrong.
Wrong
Completely wrong support group, dude.
All right. I'm sorry.
Completely wrong. That's your Friday night.
Show me the money.
There we go. You
right.
got the right support group now. It's
All right.
Thursday.
Thursday. Gotcha. Not Wednesday. Thursday.
Right.
Because Wednesday is when the Think So Joe show's on, and that's for the other chant.
Number 1. People don't fucking care. I read. Thank you.
Amen.
God
has spoken.
People don't care. People don't have the fucking attention span nowadays to want to care listening to you. I actually read an article that got released by ASCAP talking about how the modern generation and streaming availability has completely changed the way that a lot of artists are writing their songs and structuring them, where you don't see intros anymore. There's no, musical interlude or anything. A lot are just jumping right in at the first fucking note of a chorus and then ending on a chorus. There's no, because people don't want to fucking care enough to listen for, the 20 seconds that you decided to do a cool little intro. And that pisses me off. It's shitty, but it's true. Now, that's the good, or that's the bad.
That was
So we're not going to keep going on that topic.
Right. Go ahead. Bring it.
The bad about what you said, nobody cares?
Go
it
for
sucks. It
Right.
sucks beyond belief that we all take the time out of our lives. People work, people have families, but then you still take that time to get 2-3 hours a week or more, if you're able to rehearse, to take the time to write these songs.
Right.
Take the time. Take your money to record these songs. And then try to get people to pay for those songs that you just paid to record,
Oh yeah.
and then they don't.
No, people just
Our numbers, because I had our stuff on a distribution site, and our numbers were shit. And then it came time that I had to renew, and it wasn't worth it. So I took it down and I left it on Bandcamp. Still nobody bought it. And so I'm like, screw it. I want people to hear it. I don't give a shit anymore. I'm like, free. It sucks.
It's that whole instantaneous, like the whole social media thing.
Instant gratification.
I think just killed people's mentality. Because they don't realize that the work that you have to put in to do it. They think that the 4 or 5 or 6 of us just get into a room and this shit just blows out.
Right.
And I've seen, I don't even know how to say, veterans from our music scene say that, well, maybe the music's not good. Maybe that's why nobody's coming to see your band. And I just say bullshit.
No,
There's so much good fucking music out there, and nobody's giving it a chance.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get people away from their phones. You can't get people to get in their cars.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's terrible. I mean, we play because we love to play, but how much better is it when you got a full room versus an empty room?
Right. I mean, we've all played to nice crowds. We've all played to the bar staff.
Yeah.
Not even the other bands stuck around. And it sucks.
My birthday show.
Although, to be fair, there's the middle of the fucking ice storm, and everybody that did come out, they hung around all evening.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't just the bands, but there was a couple of people hanging out all night.
Yeah.
It was a fucking ice storm. We made because we live blocks from there.
It took me over an hour and a half to get home.
Right.
Actually, I think my exact quote to you when you asked, are you sure you can make it there, was, fuck it, I got a 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Hold my beer, watch this.
And the cover band thing, when you touched on that pisses me off so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
How bands...
Oh,
I don't want to name drop because obviously there's plenty of cover bands out there around this area.
Oh,
and you know
but
what?
how they're so popular.
But
and
you know what?
just playing other people's
like, you
music.
can't deny their talent, but at the same point, that's where the money is, man.
Yeah,
And the
people
thing
want
is-
to go out and hear what they know.
Yeah.
And we all bitch about it. Everybody does. But the thing is, it's actually been a thing for decades and decades.
Forever, yeah.
Like, you talk to the guys from Virus X, they'll tell you about how, my father, who used to frequent local bar, he says, how, it was cover bands.
Mm-hmm.
You had your 1 or 2 haunts that would occasionally have an original band in, but there weren't many of them.
Yeah.
Most of them learned your top 40, and that was it.
That's where the money is, man.
Which,
'Cause
whatever.
It's funny because I'll tell people people that maybe haven't seen me in a while, and if I run into somebody, I run into a lot of people when I pick my kids up from school or something, and I'm like, oh, what's new with you? What are you doing? I'm like, well, I'm in a band. Oh, what kind of music do you play? I'm like, well, we write our own music. That's the look I get.
people still do
Like,
that?
really? Yeah. Yeah, we don't play covers. We play stuff that we take the time and write.
Mm-hmm.
And really? I'm like, I've had plenty of offers to do cover bands. It's just, it's not gratifying to me.
Right.
It's really not.
It's not.
There's only so much you can do to somebody else's song.
I mean, if you're a special band and you're putting your own twist on it, I guess I can appreciate that for what it's worth.
Right. I did see him out when I was in Allentown, Pennsylvania years ago. There was a band called Pink Fuzzy Bunny Slippers. And they were a cover band, but they would take whatever, I got to hear a funk version of Enter Sandman by Metallica. It was good. It was good. It wasn't as good as the original, which is, regardless of how good it is, it's one of those songs I hear on the radio, and I'm like, no, I've just heard that song enough. Enough. The radio killed that song.
To touch on it, Jason was in a cover band before we did Inherent Vice, and they did covers, which they held pretty true to, but then there was a few songs that they did, and they put their own twist on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like they turned Bad Moon Rising into a reggae song.
Nice.
Boys Don't Cry by The Cure into a reggae song. Like they put their own spin on it. They turned Blitzkrieg Bop into a ska song, like a reggae song. It was cool. Like they put their twist on it. That's the stuff I really dug. It was like when they play a Lowest of the Low song and Jason's just slapping, and I'm like then I listened to the original. I'm like, I can't listen to the original now because I'm used to hearing you slapping on it.
Right.
When you're putting your own twist on it, I find that unique because people still know it, but you're putting your own uniqueness to it.
Yeah.
Right.
Those people that just play 103 greatest hits and they're getting paid $800 or more a night, It's ridiculous. And I just, they're getting paid. That's why they're in it. They're doing cover bands to get paid. I mean,
it's the same point. I'm paying Spotify $10 a month to hear whatever I want. I'm not going to pay $15 to go to a bar to hear the same bucket of shit.
Right.
Exactly.
But you know what? I will say this. It seems like a lot of the modern cover bands have learned this, but just a reminder. No one wants to hear Susie Q. No one. No, don't fucking if you were thinking about it, no one wants to hear that shit. We spent my entire life, so I'm assuming prior to that this was happening too, shitty versions of Susie Q.
That's true.
So should Inherent Vice put our own twist on Susie Q?
No, I'll fucking cut you, motherfucker. I will come for you. I will get up on stage.
And remember, nothing happened the night Lisa Marie Presley was born.
Nothing at all.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened, and don't fucking cover Susie Q. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for a place to drop anchor and have a cold one? Come on down to the River Pub, where the drinks are cheap and the atmosphere is good. 6004 Buffalo Avenue, Niagara Falls, New York, where you can hang out inside or enjoy the atmosphere outside on the patio. But also, if you're not just satisfied with a drink, you can grab some grub at the pub, right next door at Submariners.
Where we pride ourselves with amazing quality products with generous portions.
So whether you're looking for food or a drink, follow them on Facebook at the River Pub Niagara, or you can also check out Submariners LaSalle Deli. Stop on in, the River Pub or Submariners, 6004 Buffalo Avenue, Niagara Falls, New York. See you down at the pub. Nick here from Dan and Nick's Used Guitar Emporium. Have we told you about the professionalism that we show? Come on down, because we ain't like other big box stores.
Do you feel like wanking around at the store for hours and maybe buying a pack of strings? Go right ahead, because unlike the big box stores, we don't fucking give a shit.
We also serve beer at Dan and Nick's Used Emporium.
We care about our customers.
And eventually we know our shit.
It goes to 12. Stand dog and shoot out a little bit. It's got a little bit.
We treat everybody professionally.
You obviously don't play rock and roll. Hang on, let's try this out.
And only the best musicians.
I thought that something was out. Alright, let's have that again.
You can try it out.
You can even try out the guitars. But if you want to, you gotta wait in line, because we only have one amplifier. Everybody, I'm sorry if we just stole the last one.
But gear is selling quick. So come down to Dan and Nick's Used Guitar Emporium, where we'll hook you up. Somewhere in Buffalo.
The struggle is real. The Think So Joe Show. The struggle is real. The Think So Joe Show. The struggle is real. The Think So Joe Show. The struggle is real.
Guys! Yeah, no. Listen, you want to vote for the Nick and Dan Show on allwnyawards.com. Voting's open now. Make sure to go and vote. And now for a live cut from Nick's band Inherent Vice.
When you left with the charge, you took me out of what's at stake to ignore your voice. There is no right or wrong, there is no guilty. No, you can't break these chains. We can set them all free. No, we don't need to stop the fight, we can just stand the blaze. Because these cities are burning, because it's God we blame. And if you look deep inside, and if you reach down below, in the dark, dark corners of your dark, dark soul, will you keep it all? We are the ones who lost, we all must pay the cost. The world is yours to take. No race to bound. There are no lines to draw. We become big brother. Now we become the law. If you look deep inside, and if you reach down below, in the dark, dark corners of your dark, dark soul, we keep it all. We are the ones who lost. We almost played our song. We gave up everything. Now left with nothing. Found all you are inside. The more than enough. That's what you wanted. This what you needed. With the world inside your head and your head inside of the sand. There's no answer there. No to the atmosphere. So we gave up everything to keep you here. Heart, soul, our pain, our fear. A dream, a hope, a plan, a prayer. Just to watch the living nightmare. No love with no fear.
Are you looking for your next amplifier? Are you trying to redefine your sound? Do you need that piece of equipment to complement your amazing guitar playing? Well, look no further. Bison Electronics has what you need. Look up Bison Electronics online. Handmade from the ground up in Buffalo, New York.
Well, hey there. Do you like knobs to twist? Do you like buttons? I know I like buttons. Come on down to Dan and Nick's Used Guitar Emporium, where we have more than just used guitars. We've also got these things.
What the hell is that?
Well, this here is what's known as a mix-em-a-bobber. It's got some sliders, that's fancy, knobs, lots of knobs, even some buttons. You can push them. They do things. Now, this model right here, it's got at least, I don't know, Dan, what would you say right there? That's about like 500 knobs, I think.
I think it's got about 500, isn't it, dude?
Easily. Plus, there's doodads on the back.
Holy
You
doodads.
can plug shit into that.
Wow.
So, this right here, I'm willing to say that we'd be willing to let this go to you guys out there in the guitar and music world for, I don't know. I think that $700 is a fair price for this. And that's a steal. You don't even want to know what we had to pay for this. Really. You don't want to know. Come on down to Dan and Nick's Used Guitar Emporium. We've got more than just guitars.
If you want to have more of the Nick and Dan Show weekly, be sure to check them out on YouTube at XM Priory, EXHAMPRIORY, Tuesdays every week. And welcome to the second half of the Nick and Dan Show, which is now turning into Carl's Skeleton Closet. Now, on Carl's Skeleton Closet, which you're going to be getting Thursday evenings on all WNY Radio after the Nick and Dan Show Season 2 wraps up in, well, a week from now. You're going to get local and underground music from Western New York and any place else that people are willing to send music to me from. Now, coming up on this first block, we're going to have a little bit of reggae feel from our boys Grub. Then we're going to check out some old school acoustic punk with the Pyrosexuals. And we're going to wrap up this block with a little bit of At the Helm. Coming up, Grub.
Can I visit? Can I just stop screaming down, rolling it up? Look at the backdrop, look up my mind's creation. 7,000 relations in my head and in my thoughts, feeling strange sensations, mind's creations. Interstellar relations, brain damage, eclipse now reincarnation. I'm just not patient. Can I be a spaceship in this view that is skewed to you? Drink the groove that take a little bit of me, that take a little bit of you. They take a little bit of me, they take a little bit of you. There is no time for me when there's nothing that makes me feel better. You don't fall and see that maybe you should just let. There's no time for this when there's no one that makes you feel better. Just wait and see, settle and find the pleasure. Yeah, I'm the lightning on the ground. They go and shut me down. Bring it up, yeah, without sound. The same theme, you feel me now. Save the world and peace I found. In my mind, you hear the sound. That our music set you free. And I love me centrally. Yeah, mind's creation, then it's circulation. Geometric patterns, now strange equations. Stop being a patient, don't change the station. Take a look inside the art and find your own sedation. Anything you want is in the palm of your hands. Do it now, don't bullshit. Know exactly where you stand. When we take a look inside and feel the fullness of the plan. When we feel the love outside, don't hide and be the biggest fan. Yeah. There is no time for me when there's nothing that makes me feel better. You don't fall and see that maybe you should just let. There's no time for this when there's no one that makes you feel better. Just wait and see, settle and find the pleasure.
This next song is also off the new album. It's called In a White Sky. Going down. In my face.
Park your car racing to the sun. Grind the gear, hun, we're on the run. Living fast when I'm on the gas with what you say and what you do. Killers creep where the moon don't show. Grab my hand, baby, go, go, go. Leave the scene till the murder leaves. I need you, please, I need you. And the great eyes, you. And the great eyes, you. And the great eyes, watching out for me and you. And the great eyes, you. And the great eyes, you. And the great eyes, watching out for me and you. Black heart is the son of a gun. Cold sweat, yeah, we're on the run. Devil's key when we're on the street. She leads the way, don't need the lane. Almost clear and it's almost fun. Push it hard cause we're almost done. Tap the gauge cause I'm kissing Eve. We need you, please, we need you. And the great eyes, you. And the great eyes, you. And the great eyes, watching out for me and you. And the great eyes, you. And the great eyes, you. And the great eyes, watching out for me and you. One, two, three, four. I never should have let her break your heart in. I wish I never would have came along. Many reasons had enough for being down. What you gave her was something good, but I was made to have her. Something new, nothing's ever wrong. Thoughts and tears that pile up under the sun, but nothing's wrong. Killers creep where the moon don't show. Grab my hand, baby, go, go, go. Leave the scene till the murder leaves. I need you, please, I need you. And the great eyes, you. And the great eyes, you. And the great eyes, watching out for me and you. And the great eyes, you. And the great eyes, you. And the great eyes, watching out for me and you. And the great eyes, you. And the great eyes, you. And the great eyes, watching out for me and you. And the great eyes, you. And the great eyes, you. And the great eyes, watching out for me, watching out for me, watching out for me and you.
Are you looking for a photographer to come in and make an excellent look of a photo shoot? Do you need somebody to take pictures for promotional purposes or just because you like your photo taken? Well, now you could be just like Exum Priory. Get a hold of K&D Photography in Buffalo. You can look them up online at facebook.com/KD Photography Buffalo. Look them up online and let them know that Exum Priory sent you on down. K&D Photography for all your photo needs. If you want to have more of the Nick and Dan Show weekly, be sure to check them out on YouTube at Exum Priory, EXHAMPRIORY, Tuesdays every week. Come on down to Dan and Nick's Used Guitar Emporium, where you'll find the weirdest shit. I mean, seriously, what the fuck? Need a guitar that's caught fire?
They got it.
Instrument something chewed on.
We got it.
That guitar looks like it has devil horns.
Got one of those.
Stuffed with green strings.
We got that too.
We know what we're doing.
What's this one do again?
Need a 2-string bass?
Son of a bitch, we got that as well.
Need knobs and dialies?
Not sure what it is, but we got one of those too.
And stickers everywhere.
I mean, I don't know if you want it, but we've got it.
Dan and Nick's Used Guitar Emporium. we're completely lost. And we're back. Now that was some amazing music before the commercial break. Coming up, we've got another block of amazing music starting to dig a little bit more into the deeper, darker side of things. What we're going to kick off this set with is a little bit of old school Cosmic Dragon. Then, one of my personal favorites, and hopefully one of yours, our good buddies of the Scarecrow Show. We're going to follow that up with a little bit of old school tunage. We've got Valve after that. So coming up first, we've got Cosmic Dragon.
Words and Suspended animation, your sketch the policies. To think this wasn't doctrine, we lived in a society. Justice deep in their walls of bone. The killers wash their hands down with holidays and clones. Lethargic, guided by Bob. No desolate souls here. Just memories of madness to bring back something.
Are you looking for a place to drop anchor and have a cold one? Come on down to the River Pub, where the drinks are cheap and the atmosphere is good. 6004 Buffalo Avenue, Niagara Falls, New York, where you can hang out inside or enjoy the atmosphere outside on the patio. But also, if you're not just satisfied with a drink, you can grab some grub at the pub, right next door at Submariners.
We pride ourselves with amazing quality products with generous portions.
So whether you're looking for food or a drink, follow them on Facebook at the River Pub Niagara, or you can also check out Submariners LaSalle Deli. Stop on in, the River Pub or Submariners, 6004 Buffalo Avenue, Niagara Falls, New York. See you down at the pub. Nick here from Dan and Nick's Used Guitar Emporium. Have we told you about the professionalism that we show? Come on down, because we ain't like other big box stores.
Do you feel like wanking around at the store for hours and maybe buying a pack of strings? Go right ahead, because unlike the big box stores, we don't fucking give a shit.
We also serve beer at Dan and Nick's Used Emporium.
We care about our customers.
And eventually know our shit.
It goes to 12. Stan's dog is chewed out a little bit. It's got a little bit.
We treat everybody professionally.
You obviously don't play rock and roll. Hang on, let's try this out.
And only the best musicians.
You know, I thought that something was out. Alright, let's try that again.
You can try it out.
You can even try out the guitars, but if you want to, You gotta wait in line because we only have one amplifier.
Everybody, I'm sorry. We just stole the last one. But gear is selling quick. So come down to Dan and Nick's Used Guitar Emporium, where we'll hook you up somewhere in Buffalo.
The struggle is real. The Think So Joe Show. The struggle is real. The Think So Joe Show. The struggle is real. The Think So Joe Show. The struggle is real.
Guys. Yeah, no. Listen, you want to vote for the Nick and Dan Show on allwnyawards.com. Voting's open now. Make sure to go and vote. Alright, that was a pretty kick-ass block of music. Now, we've got a little bit more tunage coming up. Up next, we're going to give you a little bit from Billy Draws 2. And then, we're going to follow that with some old school 6-pin. Here you go, everyone, with Billy Draws 2.
Right now they're trying to get them out.
Down at Dan and Nick's Used Guitar Emporium, you're only going to get the best deals from shrewd negotiators.
So I'll give you 15% off. Because it is vintage, there's a price tag on that of $50.
I was going to say 15.
15?
Yeah.
15.
No deal's too
What
good.
about 25?
About 9.
What if I give you 5 and then you give me 10?
Wait, that ain't right.
Thinking it's got 4 strings, so it's worth like $400. We're open from whenever to whenever.
We have hours?
Beer. What?
We have hours?
I think so.
What are they?
Matt.
Numbers. Time of day.
Letters.
I mean, there's an AM or a PM.
Dan and Nick's Used Guitar Emporium, where we don't take it seriously, so why the hell should you? Holy crap, that was another amazing block of music before those commercials. Now, coming up for our last block of the evening, we're going to give you a little taste of a band called Floorboard, followed by Lucid Fire. And then we're going to wrap up the evening with some good old-fashioned bluesy rock and roll with the one, the only, Brick Savage. Now, coming up, we've got Floorboard.
Come on! Hey, for the man, shuffle like a man should. Don't take long to feel like an imbecile. Rinse his face to make some either moonshine. Don't take long to pull the from the right line.
And that's all from the Nick and Dan Show for this week. Be sure to tune in on the YouTube channel at XM Priory for Tuesday Antics, plus the full extended version every Thursday on allwnyradio.com.